The following is a fictional broadcast for entertainment purposes only. After hearing this disclaimer, you agree not to tell anyone about the horrible events described in this audio. By listening to this disclaimer fully, you agree not to hold us legally responsible for the random men in black coming to your door with memory erasing pills disguised as your daily fix of LSD. As you continue to listen to this, your car or similar vehicle will be subjected to repeated break-ins by men in white coats searching for any long-term residual radiation not left behind by the UFO that didn't crash in your backyard. You didn't see nothing or hear nothing after this audio. We are watching you always, so drop your Diet Coke, eat healthy, and go outside and play Pokemon Go while we track your every move. Do not listen to this audio, and enjoy. Hello. If you're listening to this, you failed to listen to our disclaimer and decided your life isn't valuable enough that we can interfere with it however we please. With that said, you want to know about the aliens, don't you? Since you're probably going to get your mind wiped anyway, I might as well tell you. Now, unlike the previous case, which you did not listen to, this one is a bit more major. It almost got a tabloid writer winning the Pulitzer. We put a stop to it, though, by spreading a rumor that he said a malicious remark on Twitter. Saved a lot of money on providing memory eraser pills. Forget I said that. Much like the Joys, the specimen also has no name to pronounce from its homeworld, but we have a name that perfectly describes them: the Unintended Terror. They are 2 feet in height and weigh about 5 pounds. They are bipedal, and their overall structure is comprised of bone and some carbon-based skin, which seems to not only be for the face, but also the material their clothes are made of. Apparently, their culture revolves around making clothes out of their recently deceased. While they are bipedal, they lack fingers and toes, instead having very sharp points at the end of each arm and leg, which come in handy when climbing through rough terrain such as rock or tree wood. They were first found in 2002, not too far from the supposed crash site in Roswell, New Mexico. However, unlike Roswell, many scientists and agents alike refused to go near it out of sheer indescribable fear, hence the name. Any attempt at communicating with them at close range results in the human contact screaming spontaneously and running as far away from them as possible. Upon examining one of the creatures at a safe distance, using a volunteer for a close-range test, we find that the unintended terrors are harmless physically. In fact, many have tried to extend their upper limbs in a friendly gesture. This leads us to believe that something in their genetic makeup might be causing violent reaction with other beings. One voluntarily turned itself into our custody so that we may find a solution to this problem. In an attempt to communicate with us, we discovered that while it understood our languages, it cannot physically speak ours, as their vocals seem more tone-based. We recorded it for research purposes, so the following dialogue may disturb some viewers, but it's not our intention. With their help, we actually managed to create a translator that turns these tones into a comprehensible language. We have yet to miniaturize it, so the first of it is going to be in our base for now, but we hope this may help people be more tolerant to these races. Here goes.
Wait, you can understand me? That's great. Oh, right. Look, we mean you no harm. The Joys have made us incapable of close contact. They must be stopped before they destroy your planet like they did ours.
According to them, the Joys came to their planet under the same pretenses they came to ours. However, unlike us, they discovered that the unintended terrors are unaffected by their influence. They declared direct war on them, but the war was one-sided in favor of the terrors. Until the Joys, using the tech from their ship, blasted a wave modifying the terror's genetic structure, making them physically unbearable to be around other beings. But much like the rest of their weaponry, it only works at a certain amount of range. We have been working around the clock to find a cure for it, but we found to our discovery that the unintended terrors are also physically unbearable to the Joys. In fact, if the memory pill didn't take effect, what, it happens sometimes. Anywho, you'd remember that I once mentioned one of their dead. Even though I mentioned they can't be killed by conventional weaponry. Well, as a bit of a test, we captured one of the Joys and placed him in a cage with our friend here. Because he was too close to her, he experienced the equivalent to cardiac arrest. In other words, we scared it to death. Unfortunately, it wasn't prime, so we don't know if it affects him as badly. So, thanks to this breakthrough, we worked out a deal with the unintended terrorists. Help us stop the Joys, and not only will you have asylum on our base, as well as our planet, but we'll try our hardest to cure you, so you may better be in contact with our race. Needless to say, they were thrilled about the offer. Not only that, but in return for giving them a home, they proceeded us to help Patient Zero recover from their brain damage. So, we reunited him with his family with no memory of the Joys or the attack. Where else do you think we got the memory pills from? Thanks for listening, and you will not remember any of this. Hopefully.